Hello there, this is Sword with Audiosmith. Today we have a review of the Gizaudio and Binary Acoustics IEM, the Chopin. These are priced at $199. Now, a quick disclaimer, I initially received the Chopin from HiFiGo as part of the Canadian tour, but I was so impressed that I ended up purchasing a unit for myself. Now, this review is entirely based on my own subjective experiences, so remember that audio preferences will vary from person to person. And if you would rather read a written review, I have one over at audionotions.com, and that link will be in the description down below. Let's start by looking at the pros and cons of the Chopin. First off, the IEM has a big note weight to it, but it still maintains a remarkable clarity. It's highly resolving, the sound is extremely coherent, there's a nice rumble in the bass, the mids are full, it's not sibilant at all. The drivers perform admirably with no congestion, even in complex tracks. The imaging is great, and lastly, I couldn't find a song that Chopin performed badly on. It seemed to do great with everything I threw at it. Now for the cons, the real only downside, and it's more or less nitpicky, is that the accessories are a little bit lackluster. Moving on to the build, fit, and accessories of the Chopin, it features a unique shell and nozzle. At first I was a little concerned about the odd-shaped nozzle and how it would fit, but it was incredibly comfortable for me and my wife, who was happy to announce that it was the most comfortable IEM she's tried so far. However, it does feel a bit lightweight and may not exude the same premium feel as some other options. But on the bright side, they're comfortable to wear and you hardly notice them during longer listening sessions. These are a 2-pin IEM, and most aftermarket cables from other brands should fit without any issues. The unboxing experience is nice, but it falls a bit short in terms of what's included for me. Inside the package, you get an alright cable, small, medium, and large set of ear tips, a cleaning brush, the manual, hard case that houses the Chopin. I would like to have seen a nicer cable and more ear tips included. On the positive side, I do appreciate the cleaning brush that they've included, which has a small needle-like pick on the end for nozzle cleaning. That's a handy inclusion I see missing on most cleaning brushes. Now let's talk about the sound quality of the Chopin. This IEM boasts a 4-driver setup featuring an 8mm ceramic diaphragm dynamic driver, a customized mid-range balance armature driver, and customized composite dual balanced armature drivers for the high frequency. This 4-driver configuration delivers an incredibly well-tuned sound with a big, full sound. It's balanced and doesn't lack in any aspect. The Chopin is the most resolving IEM I've come across at this price point so far. The bass is the standout feature with well-defined quantity and quality. It rumbles, slams, and maintains cohesiveness with the rest of the frequencies. The mid-bass has fantastic note weight and can really punch depending what you're listening to, but I never find it's overdone, and honestly it might convert non-bass heads. In the mid-range, I was pleasantly surprised. Despite the substantial bass, the mids are full and expressed beautifully. String instruments, guitars, violins, they sound fantastic. Male vocals, I didn't really have any issues with them being recessed, and female vocals were more of a standout, and they were really well refined. Vocals also had great timbre. There's really nice balance here. Treble region is also well handled. It might be a touch spicy for treble sensitive listeners, but for me, it never reached fatiguing levels, or even tracks that were prone to sibilance never really hit that peak to actually sound splashy or anything. Overall clean and well defined. It had very good clarity and energy here. Technically, the Chopin is incredibly resolving, well defined and coherent with great clarity. There are no issues of congestion or bleed from the bass. The soundstage is a bit intimate, but not claustrophobic by any means. The imaging is excellent, revealing layers in songs and instrument placements. The Chopin punches above its price point here. In gaming, I am once again wowed. This is my favorite IEM so far for both immersive and competitive games. They have incredibly good resolution and imaging, especially at this price point. They have a very engaging bass impact that is well defined, making immersive games incredibly immersive and impactful, and because of the clarity, footsteps and small audio cues are extremely noticeable in FPS games. Although at a more premium price, I find it hard for anyone to be disappointed with this set for gaming, making it an easy set to recommend for both music and game enjoyers. For FPS games, I chose Escape from Tarkov, and to be honest, going into it, I was expecting it to falter a little bit under the more intense situations, solely because of the bigger bass that these provide. But just like music, the resolution's fantastic and the imaging remains precise even during the intense gunfights, making locating movements or small audio cues quite apparent even during that chaos. Out of all the IEMs I've tried on Escape from Tarkov, Chopin so far has given me the best locational sense for sounds. In the few matches I played, there were 4 times where there was a very subtle noise that I was able to immediately snap into the direction, almost bang on, letting me be even more prepared for what was about to transpire. Elden Ring was my first choice for immersive gaming, a truly remarkable experience as far as IEMs go. Chopin has been my favorite so far in this game by quite a bit. Everything remains very nicely separated and feels intense and intimate during the epic moments and open during the calmer ones. Even small things like rolling into a barrel and having it break sounded impactful and intense. These are great for immersive situations that require some punch but remain crystal clear with everything else. Boss battles when the music swells are extremely intense and remain separated from the ongoing battle that stays impactful and genuinely immerses me in an intense way. Next, I played some Monster Hunter Rise. Yet again, I remained impressed with the performance on immersive games. Every little sound and detail was apparent and well separated. Sounds that are usually pushed into the back were crystal clear here and had better placement than most gear I've tried with this game. Battle music and impacts of the weapons were great. I almost wish I was using a greatsword or a hammer when I was doing my testing to really immerse myself with those big impacts. But even with the sword and shield hopping around, felt and sounded great. Now I'd like to do a small comparison to the audio Hekili that I was able to pick up for $170 thanks to Awesome Danny. I'll link his channel down below. The Chopin offers more bass punch and better resolution with improved vocals, making it a more attractive choice, I think. However, the Hekili does have an edge in imaging and stage and offers a more engaging treble. But it does hit some sibilance sometimes. I think both are solid options, and Chopin stands out for its value compared to it, especially with the MSRP of $199 versus the Hekili's $299. In conclusion, the Gizaudio and Binary Acoustics collab, the Chopin, has impressed me in both music and gaming. It's a well-rounded IEM that excels in bass quality and quantity while maintaining balance across the frequencies. It's comfortable, it fits well. The few people that I've been able to show it to have both put them on, mentioned how comfortable they are, and after 30 seconds or so of a song, they've stopped it and looked at me and gone, "How much are these?" It seems to be pretty impressive to most people. The only aspect that has left me wanting a bit more are the accessories, as they feel somewhat minimal. But the Chopin does come with the soft ears ultra clear tips when you order it right now from HiFiGo, which is a nice addition. For its price, it's a fantastic choice, and I wholeheartedly recommend it to those who enjoy a wide range of genres and appreciate big bass. Thanks for tuning into this review, and feel free to ask any questions or share your experiences with the Chopin below. And if you are interested in the Chopin, you can find purchase links in the description. Peace.